Okay, we got 4:30. We'll call this meeting to order. We will do a roll call. We'll have to do it electronically too. So we got Bill Moore.
Here.
Bob Hogan.
Here.
Steve Haley.
Here, sir.
I'm here. Only one we got missing is Bobby Couts, which he may come in. All right. So we got 4 here and 1 Bobby Couts not. So we'll move right on.
I know he's on committee.
Yeah, I talked to him. Okay, well, if everybody's had a chance to look at the minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Move they be approved as accepted.
I got a motion by Commissioner Hogan, second by Commissioner Moore. All in favor?
Aye.
No. Any opposed? Ayes have it. All right, we, before we move forward, we have to elect a chairman of the Building and Grounds, so I'll open the floor for anybody. Motions?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we elect you as our chairman for this 2020-21 year.
I will second that.
I got a motion, Commissioner Hogan, second by Commissioner Moore.
I move that all nominations cease and we elect Eric Roberts by acclamation.
I second that motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Prayers are with
So
you.
we
my
got
friend.
four ayes and 1 not here, 1 minus, so. All right, we'll turn it over to Trey.
Joe.
Joe, okay.
As y'all can see in this packet that I give y'all, we have some flooring on the second floor hallway that is 19 and 54 model, and it's starting to come up. That floor tile is asbestos. We cannot touch it. So I got 3 prices,
Wait a minute, where is this? located?
second floor in this office building.
I know, right down below us, but what,
The hallway,
the entire
from one
floor?
end to the other. Yeah.
How did you find it?
I've been knowing it's asbestos my whole life, ever since I started here. But
Uh-huh.
you just, until it starts coming up, you don't touch it. You leave it alone.
Do we have any other?
And I had a company come and sample it, and it's asbestos.
Okay.
We knew it was.
Okay. Any
Yeah,
other
we got
floors
some
like that?
more in this building. The
What?
floor tile.
Joe, you done replaced some, haven't you?
Yeah. well,
3rd floor?
We replaced a lot of it when they were remodeling. It's just certain spots that they elected to keep. I don't know why. They should have, while the asbestos people were here in '96, they should have let them get it all of it. I guess they're trying to save a little money, you know. I don't know.
But that's how they do a lot of times, just leave it till they start having problems
Yeah,
with it, right?
And that's probably the better tile. Been
Right.
54 years here. I mean, 1954. So it still looks good. It's just the adhesive is letting go.
Right.
So is it just in the hallway, Mr. Joe, or is it in the rooms as well?
No, it's just in the hallways. Most of the rooms are carpeted or already VCT, regular, up-to-date tile. But I have 3 quotes. One of them is from Levy. You can see it's $5,400. He does everything. He does it on the weekend, so it don't interfere with the working of this office building.
Is a solid bid,
Solid bid.
no open for possibility of more, right?
His is not.
Okay.
But you look at that one that's got 5250, he leaves it on.
Sorry
If
about
that's
that.
Justice Environmental, he leaves it open for a change order. He never showed up on this job. He just talked to me on the phone and give me a bid on it. He never looked at it. I'm scared to death of him, but that'd be up to you guys. And then the other guy, he was, EAI, he was at 59.95, but he wasn't taking off any of the rooms. We were gonna have to do all that.
So,
If
with
you want
Levy,
my opinion, I'd go with Levy.
well, hasn't Levy helped us out in the schools too? Didn't he change the
Levy's
bid?
done all of our part that we done, even at the school board building, he gives us a $5,000 break. did that job.
So he hauls everything off. We
He
don't have to
hauls
worry
it off.
about
We, all
nothing.
we do when he gets through is have Jerry come in and put the floor tile, new floor tile back down.
So it's clean enough to work with when we do it.
Yeah.
I'd make it.
And he's also lives in Crooktown, the man owns the company. Jackie Bradley lives here in Crooktown.
Joe, would you say this guy did not bid to the specifications that you laid out?
Well, he never come and looked at it. He gave me a bid, but he
I
never,
mean, did the bid include the specifications you laid out?
right. And for him, I wanted him to do it all, but he left himself open, that one guy, but the Levy guy did. He's got it where we need it. And it's only $150 difference. And $5,250 for somebody you've never worked with, or $5,400 for somebody that's done all of your asbestos
But we
abatement.
know his work and everything. He's
Yeah.
not gonna come back on us.
Yeah, but there's a clause there on the justice, isn't that justice?
Right,
That says it may be a change order involved.
yeah, and I'm scared to death of that. When the man don't come and look at the job, and then he puts that in his
It's gonna be.
big quote,
It's gonna be something.
it's gonna be something. You better believe it.
I'd make a motion, we just go with Levy and let them do it.
I like that motion.
And that way, he's done work for us before, we know you're comfortable with him. When he gets done, we know it's gonna be done right.
Right.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you, if we don't go with the low bid though, we're gonna have some issues. And now, if this guy did not bid to the specifications, or he included something on it, I think that might be a disclaimer. Ms. Jody, you have,
I think Joe showed this to me, Mr. Bill, and it says on there, the guy didn't come and look at it, one. And then the guy's giving himself an out. If something is different, he's gonna charge us more, so I think if we pinpoint that, we will be fine.
And it's,
Okay.
I got a letter
That's
in
the
that
out.
packet. that
That's your out, not
explains
going
that.
with low bid.
okay, all right.
Well, I read some of this before, and I just think that we can't go wrong with this Levy guy. I just think,
Since Levy's already done something with us anyway,
yeah.
and with that out, I'm in favor to the bird in the hand. I second the motion.
All right, so we got a motion by me, second by Commissioner Hogan. Any more discussion? All right, ready to vote?
Question.
Question being called. All in favor, well, have to do a roll. Commissioner Moore,
Yes,
Commissioner Hogan,
Yes.
I'm a yes. Commissioner Haley,
Yes.
4 yeses, 1 minus, motion passes. All right.
Also, that bid for the new floor tile is $4,542. He's got the low bid anyway. We don't have to quote it out or do anything. He's already got it. Now, do y'all want me to take it out of my $799?
I'd say so.
It's about, it's gonna be roughly 10,000. So,
How much you got in?
well, we got 15 fixing to come out of it for the carpets that we've already approved. They're gonna put that in on the 19th. And I meant to pick that packet up, but we've had a crazy day today, and I'm gonna say 35,
That's the carpet's going in one of the judge's office.
Chantry.
Chantry.
Office, one where the lady fell.
I'd just say we take it out at 799.
Right.
We don't do it.
No, that's what those funds are
Okay, that's
appropriated
what-
for.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need to prove that.
Okay.
All right. And the only other thing I have is y'all probably noticed out front, we pulled up those two giant shrubs and them trees were rotted from, it was just the tree just had a piece of meat about an inch all the way around it was holding them together. And he hit the backhoe around it to pull it up, it fell over.
All right.
And the big shrub is in the way of the drive that's going down. You've been rubbing up beside them and they were hollies and it scratched somebody's car and we've been paying for a paint job, so. It happened so quick, I think I even made the decision to have him pull them up, so. Y'all don't get mad at me, go ahead, but I'm thinking of saving you money down the road.
If we had enough cars to go through there and run them back, we could charge them for trimming.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it.
And they done got so big that you couldn't trim for about that much. And I asked Bear, looked at them, and he agrees with me. You can trim them back 5 inches maybe, but they've been there for,
Are you suggesting we leave them out?
yeah, I'd slow it down and leave it. It
Yeah, let's
opens
wait.
the building up and lets people see when they come down the road. I would leave it like it is, to sow the grass seed down. But that's information for you guys. I just wanted to let you know why we done it, so.
You gonna sow it back down?
Mhm.
If I give you the grass seed, you wouldn't say anything, would you?
If you give them to me,
Yeah.
they're free, I can throw them down there.
I'll take care of the grass seed.
You got anything else?
That's it, that's all I have.
I got something I missed to say this first. I was gonna tell you, we've got 2 committee members, new, Steve Haley and Bobby House. Counts, wanna welcome y'all both.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry about that.
Welcome aboard, Steve.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Well, now, if Burton's leaving, I'm gonna miss him. No offense, Burton.
I'll probably be on the sideline.
Okay, don't you leave us, okay?
Burton ain't going nowhere.
Now,
All right,
now,
Ray.
in all defense of it, he's helped us a tremendous amount on this
I
committee.
do, and I appreciate you.
And I am
input,
thankful
too.
for him being here.
Yeah.
So, with that said, you buying dinner tonight?
Yeah, I'll meet you at Sonic.
Okay. Well, I was planning on going to the depot.
Cheese sticks and a Route 44, huh? All right, Trey.
Okay, I don't have a whole lot on the agenda tonight. If you remember last month, we talked about the electrical at the DMV. Of course, that project's been going on now since end of last year, first of this year. We're finally at a point of being finished with it. We had several unforeseen plumbing problems down there. We got all that corrected. We were fearful we might have that with the electrical. We hired Jared Wood with Wood Electrical Controls. He was down there during September, spent time down there and did circuit tracing, checked loads and whatnot. And he reported back on 2 different panels that were down there. One is a 100 amp panel located in the break room. The other is a 125 amp panel located in the network room, which is kind of over near the restrooms, if you've ever been down there, the public restrooms. Long story short, neither one are near capacity. As far as load, the 100 amp box in the break room only has about 40.8 amps being drawn on it at any given time, and the other one, 125 amp panel, only has about 19 amps. So combined about 59 amps, and he went and also had Springfield Electric pull a load study or report on at least the last year, it might have been 2 or 3 years, and they showed an average daily load of 50 to 60 amps, which reconciles with what he found. He did find that they did, the panels did have stickers on them, the blue electrical stickers. His recommendation at this time is that we don't do anything. He did say if you, in the future, whoever owns it wanted to divide out some more of those spaces for rent and narrow down electric service for each area, you might have to put some more panels in or something, or another service if you wanted them to pay the utilities. But as far as it is now and operating, he didn't see anything to be done, which was exceptional news. So at this point, this would be very close, if not exact. We budgeted $70,000 and we've spent $68,701.09. So we have about $1,300 left down there. And at this time, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, we consider this project to be finished.
Finished. Only, we gotta put the ceiling tiles in when they get here.
Yeah,
So can we go on and put it up for sale?
that would be my recommendation.
Well, then I don't know if we need a motion, but I say we get with St. Clyde an
Clyde,
email
he was waiting till it was
and
finished.
just tell Clyde to work it up and with no minimum bid. We'll see what we get on it. We're gonna run it for what,
With
30
no
days?
minimum bid?
Yeah.
Is that what we agreed to?
No, we said that we had the authority to not take the.
That's right.
high
Right.
bid that didn't meet
Yeah.
what we
You
thought.
Right.
need to say that, in there.
Oh, my bad, okay.
Because we have the right to reject it.
Well, that means we can reject
Yeah,
It ain't absolute.
No, with no minimum bid is no
it. With a
qualification.
minimum bid.
I mean, I can put
With
it
a-
in bid.
I thought y'all heard you say no minimum.
No.
I did too, I misunderstood then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Red
we,
flag.
I don't want it to go for $1.
right.
Yeah, I got
Right.
2.
So we don't have to accept the bid if we don't like it, okay?
Yeah.
My bad.
We had $150,000 minimum bid on that one for the school board.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that
but this is a
was-
little different than that piece of asbestos that was out there.
Mhm. Unusual. There's one
Remind
better.
me, Derek, what we paid for that.
Million fifty, 50 bill.
And then we set another 100,000 to the side to renovations and stuff.
What do we, I know it's paid for.
Yeah.
But based on the time we acquired the building to now, what's the difference in the funding we're gonna lose? What is the break-even mark?
I don't know, we have to figure out how much revenue we've drawn in it as far as rent and everything too. Jody could probably get close on that.
Currently, the new rent is $7,440 a month. Plus what, Caleb's 3,150. So it's 10,590 a month. I guess you would less property taxes and utility bills.
And you would,
And of course, the 70,000 expense, the state's supposed to give that back to us.
Monthly payment,
In
yeah.
monthly payments.
Around
Yeah.
127, I guess maybe since we own it right now. Property tax and all. So utilities running $1,000.
Seems like it is. I'd have to look on the bill.
it'd be close to $100,000.
I'd say for
Break
sure
even.
as a round figure, I'd say for sure. yeah.
But we took 70,000 then to it, right? 68, 7, or 3 or 4.
Well,
That's what you would like to add to the $1,050,000.
Yeah.
in our 5 years, we'll get back our 70,000 though.
But if we don't own it for the 5 years, we
Right.
won't. So the break even is gonna be higher than that.
One way to look at it, not real sure.
Well, with the stock market taking a hit right now, some people may want to have a building like it drawing money in stocks.
Yeah.
Or a money market or CDs. And according to whoever buys it's gonna have, they're gonna figure what it's worth, their money by.
Possible payout in 11 years or so. If we sold it for the difference.
See, I thought we had it figured on 10 years.
We did, but we added 70,000 to it. And then we had taxes lost and interest,
What are you saying?
utilities.
You say you've netted $100,000 a year in revenue? Is that what it's saying?
That's what she was,
I think he would from this point forward,
Yeah.
like starting in January. I don't know what you have in the past, I mean, without getting all the numbers.
it was 6,000 and 3,000, wasn't it around $9,000 we was receiving?
No, it's like 7, well, didn't we get like 7,000? What did we get a month on that thing?
We were getting 7,440 now,
Yeah, but
and
that's
at
not due to the
70,000.
raise.
Right.
I think Caleb's only went up like 150 a month.
60.
Caleb,
3,000 to 3,150,
yeah, his don't go probably at all.
but I don't remember
Yeah,
the
his
straight.
is 5%.
Plus, we got a unit down there that's just on 3.
Is it limping?
I think we were only getting this amount per month.
Right.
What is that?
6,273, yeah.
60 what?
6,273, because I took the 70,000 and I divided it by 60 months. They're paying an extra 1,100 a month.
I think if we get rid of it without having to put a unit in it, we're gonna be very lucky down the road, so hopefully. I mean, but really whoever buys the building, we've gone through and we can honestly say, we can sell this building in good faith.
Yeah, that's not a problem
No.
there, but it's
It's
gonna
better
come
what
from
we
this
took over.
committee to accept the bid or not.
Right.
We bring for the commission.
Right.
So we need to know what we're gonna accept. And break even is gonna be around, it's gonna be close to $1 million, right? We've only had it, have we had it 2 years? So it's gonna be close to 900,000. But I heard the figure 850 somewhere come out.
I think
Well,
we got it.
somebody
Not
told
like
us they
3
would give
years
us
now.
Somebody that's willing to offer that.
Yeah.
We've got it 3 years now,
3 years?
2017.
So if we get a bid for 800,000, would you take it?
Oh, who you ask?
Not the mayor, let's not ask the mayor. He may take it for 600,000.
I don't know, I just don't see how we could go any lower than 850 on it. I mean, we may,
I understand, that's what I'm trying to get to.
yeah. One good thing, the numbers you see on the front side as far as the renting part is gonna help it, I think.
You ain't lying.
It's hard to buy anything that has that standing out there.
It's definitely worth more now than what we bought it.
We got any idea what it appraises for?
We gave what it was appraised for, didn't we? $1,050,000.
Yeah, I don't know what.
That's what Mr.
it's
Glass-
for now. So I guess what we'll do is put it out there for bid, see what we get, look at them. Wasn't it out for 30 days, isn't that what we said?
Say 30
30
days, or
days,
did
yeah.
we say?
We looked at 2 weeks or
Yeah,
something.
'cause I think Burton had said too, we need to go 30 days on it. And I think we all agreed on that.
Anybody express interest in it?
Had a couple,
Yeah. But anybody that expresses interest, we have to tell them that we have to put it out for bid before they
Yes,
can,
I understand.
before they can do anything. We've had some numbers thrown out on us, but you know. I don't know, Caleb might be interested in it. He asked me and I told him he'd just have to bid on it when it comes out.
Yeah.
you know.
I think it'll bring whatever to wash out.
It bring whatever.
If I had $850,000 and I can make a little money, invest in that or put it on
Yeah.
something else like the stock market, you know, somebody might take some money and do that,
Right.
whatever to wash out.
But, Mr. Chairman, we as a committee will have to position it with the full commission, right?
Right.
Whenever the bid comes back.
And I think we really have to, and I think us here we will, you know, look at what could happen if we kept it longer for the money we would have to put in it. You know, we can't let little knick-knack dollars keep us from,
Yeah,
we have to think about what could happen that could cost us a lot more money, so. But I think,
I think Building and Grounds needs to have a little discussion about it tomorrow, so I think Jody could enlighten the committee.
Well,
you mean budget?
You mean budget
Or
and finance.
You said
We're
building
We're
grounds.
building the ground.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
budget, okay,
Budget committee.
Budget committee.
yeah.
And remember, we've already bought another building.
Where'd he go, partner? That'd be
All
the
right,
right
so
thing
do
to
you
do
need anything else, Jody? Just,
Mm-mm.
But that other was the right thing to do at the time.
at the time.
Right, the process.
we ready to move on?
Hey, we ain't making a boo-boo.
No, that's right. At the time, we did the right thing.
All
I
right,
thought,
Tracy.
I'll admit, I voted for it. I thought it was a good thing at the time.
Well, if we had somebody go down there, but we made the work, the space that they were
Yes.
using work. We'll find out this November the 3rd.
Well, I think we were blessed to know we had some revenue coming in with it.
Yes.
And we
Yeah,
did,
that was
you
a
know,
good
we
point.
didn't buy a building, that was,
Didn't buy a pig in a poke.
that's right. All right, Trey.
Okay, the second item I had is the clerk and trustee drive-up windows. As most of you all are aware, that's been approved by commission and everybody, and the purchase order is issued and the equipment is ordered. The vendor we traded with, QSI, is set to install the pneumatic tube system the first week of November, election week. Delvin and his crews have already started. They were down here working Friday. They've already got the additional lane graded, base stone in. They're planning to come back this Friday and pave, if the weather still holds like it looks like it's going to. Joe and his crews have already moved on. If you notice, the 2 picnic tables, shifted them around where they stay, turned them 90 degrees or whatever so they're not in the way. I'm in the process of getting quotes for handrails, similar to what we have coming out of the parking lot across the street and down, just a simple handrail. We want to have a barrier between the drive-through lane we're adding and this door down here. A lot of our employees exit there to go to the parking lot, and we want, so they wouldn't walk out in front of a car. And Joe and his crews are already making arrangements, once the pavement's in, to do all the pavement striping, painting, lane arrows, crosswalk, lane delineation, et cetera. So if everything goes as planned, the system should be in and operating before Thanksgiving, possibly by mid-November.
Well, that'll be nice.
Be glad to answer any questions or address anything if you know of anything you want to ask.
Trey, with the safety issue, have you said anything to the safety committee about that? Or does it need to be addressed to them? because I remember, I'm on the safety committee, and I noticed we even looked at a piece of sidewalk going across there from a walking standpoint, and I know I'm being nitpicky here, but I don't know if that's another committee that you need to run something by.
I'll be certainly
So
glad to.
I'm not saying that you need to do that. I think this is fine right here. But
Is
if
that-
it's a safety issue, they may make a suggestion for you.
I guess I should know this, but I don't. Is that a committee like this one?
Mhm.
County Commission, okay.
We meet very seldom,
As needed.
as needed.
We've been meeting once a month,
So will we put
but
ratings on
since COVID,
that? We need
Chance,
Do what?
ratings.
depending on how many
Do what?
he needed to tell us about
Is that
accidents.
railing is all they'll have an
Change law.
issue with.
Yes, I'll be glad to meet.
You just call them and tell them, I don't even know who the chairman is. We're not talking,
We'll have a railing.
but in there, is that the same safety committee that, okay,
Striping on it too for.
and we meet
When it gets dark.
once a quarter now, right? If it's because of the COVID, we haven't met. We used to meet once a month, and your
Last
office.
week, I think you wasn't there, Bob.
I wasn't the last meeting.
And that was, but anyway, yeah, we meet.
All right, we're ready to move along.
Okay, the last one I have is solid waste projects. I believe last month I reported that we were soliciting bids for the concrete push wall. If you're familiar with out there, part of a concrete wall had fallen where they load trash and push against. And TDEC had kind of had us under mandate to get that fixed because trash was just falling out everywhere. So we have received those bids. Beach Construction out of Smyrna got it at just under $96,000. This Wednesday, I guess that would be the 7th, at 1 o'clock, we're having a pre-con on site for that project. And I anticipate them starting maybe the next day or no later than next Monday. So that's this Wednesday, Beach Construction. Then also, we received, I guess since we last met, we did receive a inspection report, structural inspection report from K&S Engineering out of Clarksville on the existing solid waste building, shed, and everything. There were several issues that we suspected were going to be a problem, and that's the case. This Wednesday at 1:30, we're going to be meeting with them. The mayor's coming. I know Keith Hoover's coming if any of you all want to come. We're going to do a walkthrough and look at some of the specific issues. But the mayor has kind of encouraged me and Keith, and I know it would be the county commission as a whole, that realistically with budget and finance and all like it is, we need to get another useful life out of that building of at least 10 to 15 years. We're going to have to do some work code-wise and also just practicality. Things like sealing up the building, moisture penetration is killing us, roofing and siding, structural repairs, insulation, trying to get better lighting in there, even if it's just skylights like the mayor suggested, which is an excellent idea. Trying to get a usable shop area with some heat that works. Things like that. Function is going to be the focus more than form. If we can get some form improvements, we will, with painting and whatnot. But it's so vague right now. We got an architect involved too. The architect and engineer need some guidance and direction from us to narrow that scope down so they can put together a budget proposed improvement. So that's this Wednesday at 1:30 if anybody wants to come and participate in that. Then the last one is the access road and the sewer. We met Mr. Harvey Combs a while back, and as a result of that, we contracted with Clover Engineering to do a kind of an engineering report and cost estimate. I'm supposed to have that back this month from Josh Lyon at Clover Engineering, and I would anticipate before our next building and grounds meeting being able to share that with you, and then we can discuss it in that meeting. That's the 3 solid waste projects kind of quickly. I'll be glad to answer or try to answer any questions or concerns you may have on those projects.
And Trey, the Clover deal, that was what, $4,500?
Yes.
That this committee approved.
Yes. Possibly to be reimbursed by another agency.
Get back to solid waste to Burton and Bill both tell you. Long time, we just can't spend no money down there. That building is in bad shape.
I went down there riding with Bert not long ago, and that work area that you have to change oil and tires, that's pathetic.
Yeah.
It's-
All out in the open, I wouldn't want to do that, and tires and stuff, and I counted When me and Mr. Tommy went down there, I counted 7 old air compressors down there. Now, a couple of them's gone. I think I counted 5 the other day, but tires are everywhere. I wouldn't want to work down there either. And inside, you can't see to blow your nose.
But it's
Oh, it's
just
a
nasty.
dungeon.
It's nasty. Now, it is a solid waste facility,
Well, I'm talking to dust.
but there's some great solid waste materials buildings out there that we need to. That kind of come up to speed a little bit. And we haven't spent any money now.
One of the main things,
All we've ever done is take money.
Yeah.
Well, we've been just break even more than anything, hadn't we? We ain't made any money down there, have we?
No, no.
You know, we kept things from walking off, it'd be the best thing way back yonder, and it's not happening today, but it's better.
one of the more significant issues, and we can talk about it more in detail at the next meeting, or you come out Wednesday. Apparently, code-wise, there's 3 classifications of building: fully enclosed. Well, that's what we're sitting in. Fully open, and even like farmers that have hay sheds and whatnot, or barns, you might see them have a roof and even turn down the side part of the way, but as long as all 4 sides are 80% open, that's considered fully open. And then there's partially enclosed. And the main part of that building where y'all talking about where they're supposed to work on, with the end being, I don't know if the fire did it or wind or whatever, it's put it into a partially enclosed category. And so if you've got a big enough gust of wind, it's like filling up a balloon, it's gonna come in and that wind's gotta go somewhere. And that's where you got some problems with some structural issues in there. And that's the main thing we have to address, if nothing else, is get that probably closed back in for code and safety sake. So, and there's some other things too, but that's the biggest one right there.
Trey, from the maintenance area where they change and work on the vehicles, going into the larger building where trash is at the backside of that building, are there any doors there to close? I don't remember seeing any.
Not now, I think there used to be, but not at the time, not right now.
I didn't know there was.
I thought it
On the
was
side,
on the side.
yeah, no, I don't remember.
And the concrete from the fire that we had, are we okay there?
They didn't address that specifically in the report.
Okay.
It's mainly beams and columns and whatnot. We can talk about that with them. The structural engineer himself will be there Wednesday.
Somebody that remembers, when we had the fire, did we get any insurance money out of that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
What did we do with it?
Put it
And then
back
on the
in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rebuild.
And then we had to, we didn't, we
We
used
had to
it,
push
and
the
we had
building
to
back,
put some
and we
money
used-
with
Yeah,
it.
Charlie Brown,
Did we-
didn't he come back out
I
and do
think we did.
construction?
Brown Construction.
Brown.
Yeah, Brown Construction.
Oh, Charlie Brown, Brown,
Yeah.
Construct- Brown Cliff or whatever, yeah,
Yeah, Brown Cliff.
yeah.
But didn't we pour concrete back where the fire was at? Did we go back
We-
and pour concrete?
I don't know that we
I don't
did.
know any of that. I
We
just
looked at
know
the steel
money.
structure, but that's about all.
Remember some of them islands we had
That's
to-
I understand several years ago, they put a new floor in back there, like $50,000 worth. You know, where
Where the trash,
you know, where over the years it's worn it out.
Yeah,
We got one other little, sorry,
Pardon.
while we're into it, I want to mention, they've had a pigeon problem out there in the past. That office building's got a 3rd floor in it. And, while we into it, I sure hope we take a look at that and get that sealed off. It's supposedly it is. I hadn't been up there in a year and a half or 2 years, but man, it was such a mess up there.
I went up there one time, but it might have been with Joe or somebody, and I don't want to go again unless I've got something on, because you're right.
Well, it's just.
It's a pigeon problem, doesn't,
Yeah, I mean, I don't foresee that we're gonna, it just needs to be sealed off.
Needs to be sealed off, screened off or something.
you're right, it is a health hazard.
Well,
Okay,
you just
well,
can't
I
seal
just-
off a building like that. You gotta clean it up. If we get caught, even though it's solid waste, we'd be in
Well,
trouble.
It's a cesspool
Yeah.
up there, is what it is.
more pigeons are
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
More
You
y'all.
just can't get rid of them.
I know.
They're fun to shoot.
Yeah.
You need to make a journey.
I think I do.
and one feather, his oldest feather, he had left. And he was walking around. I turned around and walked out.
Was that the chief?
Yes, he had one
Yeah.
feather.
Trey, will you
It
get
doesn't
the
eat all his
report
feathers off.
back from Clover on the 431 sewer connection? I wish you'd send us at least the front page of that and let us know what they find out, so
Oh,
we can
absolutely.
study it.
I'll
Before
scan
we
it
come
and
to this
send you
meeting.
copies in email prior to
Okay.
the next meeting.
That would help us here.
Absolutely.
I appreciate, thanks.
Got any more old business? I got any new business? Seeing no new business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Trey.
Thank you all.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.